asking me, I have every second of it. We're going to talk about reality today, but before we will talk about that, we're going to do a little tour. So, Heraclitus was a Greek philosopher who lived in the 5th century BC. And he said, and maybe you are familiar with this phrase, he coined the phrase, the only constant in life is change. And indeed we see that every morning when we wake up, we discover that we woke up to a different world. Most of us, the first thing we do when we wake up is what? Reaching out to our phone to see what happened during the night, right? So the rate of change is so high. Everything is changing rapidly. But a moment before we will talk about the future, let's talk about the past. So let's create a 50 million users test. How is it going to work? We're going to take amazing innovations from the past, and we will check how much time did it take them to reach 50 million users. So this is the TV, obviously, an amazing innovation. It took the TV 13 years to reach 50 million users. The radio, 38 years. The telephone, 75 years. Angry Birds, can you guess? 38 days. So the way we work changed completely. Humanity is able to actually use new technologies very, very quickly. And that's amazing. That changes everything. There are many people today. You hear me well? Oh, you hear me better now? Okay. Should I start from the beginning? Okay. So, there are many people today, and I'm sorry if I'm going to offend someone here, there are many people today who don't know how a tape cassette is related to a pencil. Right? Most of us know that. We use that a few years back. But there are a lot of people today who don't know what tape cassette is, right? If they know what a pencil is. And that's crazy. Everything changes so rapidly. But it's very challenging to live in an unpredictable world, right? When you ask this guy, the hockey player, the professional hockey player, where do you go if you want to catch the puck, right? Where do you go? He always says, I'm going to the place where I think the puck is going to be, and not where it is right now. And this is how we should manage risks. And this is hard, right? We have to be proactive, we know that. We cannot wait anymore. With the rate of change so high, we cannot wait for the risk to emerge. We have to be proactive. We cannot wait. If we already see the train, it's too late. The trains move so fast. And that's a very high challenge because the gap between the ability to protect and the ability to attack actually increases. We feel that, we know that. If you are an attacker, you have only to succeed one time. If you are on the protector side, you have to succeed all the time. The attacker has to attack one point. If you are an information security guy, you have to protect everything. If you are an attacker, there is no rules. You can do whatever you want. We know that in our world, there are a lot of rules. And there are so many other different reasons why attacking today is much easier than protecting. Now this is a talk about the future, right? And someone once said that it's difficult to make predictions, especially about the future, right? We know that, but we have to. And we have some tools that help us make some predictions about what are the emerging threats and what are the emerging risks, right? So we know that change, innovation, new projects, new technologies, everything, change equals to new opportunities plus new threats. And that's probably one of the most important rules in our business. Change always introduces a new threat. It doesn't matter what it is. Those are two sides of the same coin. And when men invented the boat, right? This is an amazing innovation. It created amazing new opportunities for mankind, but it also created new risks, amazing risks that nobody ever thought of them. And the security solutions to actually mitigate those risks only invented many years afterwards. What about iPhone? Is iPhone different in that sense? We know that there are many new risks today that have been created due to mobile technology, but we're not sure what we should do about them. More than that, the BFSI sector is the hottest part in town. We know that everybody wants to be part of this. There is so much innovation in the BFSI sector. We see amazing things, but again, those are two sides of the same coin. Innovation introduces new threats. So we have to be innovative about cybersecurity as well. We cannot do the same as we've done before. We have to be innovative. We have to do amazing things. We have to be better than those innovative attackers. If there ever was a time where the information security guys should need to work together with the business side guys, this is now. This is the time for us to work together. This is the time for us to create an organization that can move quickly, that can change quickly, that can adopt quickly, that can actually react to emerging threats as well as emerging technologies. So what's your plan? What are you going to do about it? And that's a very important question. So let's talk about reality. Right? In that perspective, let's talk about reality. So today is about connectivity. Everyone wants to be connected to everything, right? So we have employees who want to be connected all the time to everything. We have partners, right? And we have customers, and sadly sometimes we also have to support. So we are connected all the time. But the thing about remote connectivity is that it's a risky business, right? We know that. Because the moment we've created a tunnel, a way out, we also created a way in. And that's what we need to understand. So we took this challenge. We said this is one of the biggest challenges we face today. How we can do it in a secure way. Because the things that we have today, the technologies that we have today, were not built to face today threats, right? So we need to regain trust. We need to create trust. If you jump, you want to make sure someone will catch you. So this is really basically the bottom line. It is a solution that will allow you to connect employees, partners, customers, it doesn't matter what, to internal services in a secure way, in an innovative way, in a super creative way. So this is a solution with a lot of awards. You can see, I will not go through that, you can just see. And a lot of customers already use it. We have more than 2 million users with 220 implementation. Some of the largest banks in India uses it. But more than that, we're starting to work in Israel, as well as in the United States, to actually promote this new revolution about connectivity. So what do we have today? We have those devices, right? Everybody knows those devices. They're used by customers, employees, or not, doesn't matter what. Are trying to access those services, emails, SAP, CRM, doesn't matter what. Some of them, all of them, more. And what do we do today? We use those technologies. We use SSL, we use VPN, two-factor authentication, certificate. It doesn't matter what, but none of those solutions actually create a full end-to-end solution. We have to integrate several of them together to create a secure solution. And it doesn't work. We know that it doesn't work. For the meantime, we sometimes can keep on doing some of the things that we do, but we already know that with today's threats, those doesn't work. So this is where RelID goes inside. We actually changed all of those technologies with this amazingly secure platform. Okay. So why do people use this RelID? Okay. The first thing that we see is that it simplifies technology. It simplifies our IT environment. And we know that this is very important. This is very important even if you're not talking about RelID. Simplifying your technology is very important to face the rising trends and the rising threats. With complicated technology, it's very hard to understand where are the problems, where are the risks, what can you do in order to change, right? Change costs a lot. So simplifying technology is very important. If we take this case, right, the case study. So this is Binance, it's an Israeli company who actually took RelID and uses it today to give her employees the ability to use different services inside the organization. And what they did, they actually took all of those technologies. They used VPN and SSL and two-factor authentication and certificate. They actually stopped using them, and they're only using those specific solution. It reduces costs, it saves money, it saves you resources. Why? Well, it simplifies technology, which is a great way to reduce costs. it actually costs less than those technologies together. And for future projects, it also reduces the cost. Because from now on, every time you want to create something new, you can use this platform. What do we see today? Let's say a bank want to be very innovative and support the smartwatch by Apple. So those business guys come to the IT security guys and they say, we want to create this amazingly innovative solution for connecting the smartwatch into our banking systems. And the information security guys, and I know because I'm one of them, say, whoa, 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 let's think about it, right? This is a very risky business. Let's try to understand what are the risks and how can we do that. So it takes us 4 to 5 months only to initiate the project, and then it's a very long project. But today, if you create a platform, and again, it's amazing if you will use RelID, but if you're not using RelID, create a platform. A platform that will allow you to do this very quickly. Only create a connector. So it is a secure environment that will allow you to connect any device to any service. And it's secure. It's more secure than those solutions. Is it really more secure? Yes. So we know banks are using it, and many other big organizations are using it, and they did this due diligence for the solution. More than that, Hackics, which is the hacking cybersecurity, global cybersecurity group for EY, they actually tested this solution and they issued this report showing how much they think this solution is actually secure. And I'm very excited about the fact that Dr. Whitfield Diffie is in the board, in the scientific board. And this guy, he actually created the Diffie-Hellman way to change keys. You're probably familiar with that. So he's a super well-known person in the cybersecurity world, and he sits in the board of Uniken. So when should you consider using RelID? So if you have employees who want to access the emails, you can use RelID. If you have salespeople who want to access the CRM, if you have customers who want to use e-banking or mobile banking, if you have the need to do secure file sharing with your vendors, with your employees, with your customers, if you have the need for vendors or managers to access the SAP, or if you want to do secure RDP, the tech guys want to do secure RDP to their servers, and it doesn't matter what. It's a relationship. It's a relationship between people and organization. It's a relationship between devices and services. If you have a relationship and you want it to be secure, I urge you to consider using RelID. If you want to know how it works, if you want to see it, if you want to touch it, if you want to hear more, if you want to challenge us with hard questions, I encourage you to come to our booth here. I'm going to stay here. We can have a discussion on everything that you want. RelID is the nearest solution to create secure relationships. Thank you.